100%. So, okay, let's talk about Mr. Giancarlo's character. So my time to shine hello put out put a rumor that Giancarlo Esposito is going to be playing George Washington Bridge. Okay, now don't type in George Washington Bridge without Marvel, because then the actual George Washington Bridge will pop up.
Yeah.
That happened to me. I was like, "What the hell is going on?" Right? I was like, "What the frick?" Okay, so
I think that
let's
happened to me too, actually.
yeah, bro. I was salty.
Yeah.
So George Washington Bridge, and I'm reading off of the Marvel database because I want to be very clear. George Washington Bridge was a member of the mercenary group called the Wild Pack, later known as the Six Pack, which was led, Jerry, by Cable. The Six Pack was decimated in an assault on one of Stryker's hidden bases. Now, here we go. Bridge, and this is probably where this will link in Captain America: Brave New World. This excerpt right here. Bridge became a major of Shield in the early stages of the X-Force. Bridge tracked Cable and tried to capture him. Shield formed an alliance with Department K to fund a joint task force called Weapon Prime to bring Cable down. Along with the former Six-Pack members, Kane and Grizzly, plus other recruits, Bridge attacked X-Force in an attempt to arrest Cable. Weapon Prime failed, and X-Force made off in Bridge's own air transport. And basically, Bridge was in Civil War. I mean, he hunted Punisher. You know what I mean?
By the way, he's also had a lot of conflicts with Deadpool.
He was also in Dark Reign. He also did some stuff with the freaking scrolls. Like this, and so when Giancarlo Esposito talked about that, he's going to be in a lot of projects. Reading the descriptions and the comics that this guy was in, it makes sense because apparently this George Washington Bridge guy was everywhere.
And he was created by two people, one of which is the creator of Deadpool, and he first appeared in X-Force. And if you remember, in Deadpool 2, X-Force was in it. And X-Force, X-Force is sick. Like, they are the mutant team that does more like black ops and hardcore missions that get really hairy.
With that being said, right, what do you guys think? So if this is the case, right, wouldn't George Washington Bridge appear in Deadpool? No. That's the interesting part, which leads us to this, Jerry. Mutants will be in Brave New World. There's no way around that. And a character like this, and the other question is what I've been thinking, what if, because we all know that Cable in Deadpool 2, Cable came to Deadpool's Earth via a multiversal time device. Is that the same way George Washington Bridge is on the 616? Was it him chasing after Cable in Deadpool 2? And what if he ended up in the 616 and ended up getting in bed with Thunderbolt Ross, which has him working for the U.S. government now?
You know, that's the other thing that pulled me into the Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe story, like, right away. It starts off with the Watcher. It's very multiversal, and this movie is going to be so crazy because of that. Like, listen, I was excited about this movie, and then I read the comic, and I'm like that much more excited for it.
So does a multiversal character like this excite you for Captain America 4?
George Washington Bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro, first of all, I was already excited for Captain America 4. I love Sam Wilson. I've always been a big Sam Wilson fan. I'm super pumped to see him, back in the MCU. I feel like we haven't seen him in a while. I mean, Falcon and the Winter Soldier has been years ago now. And I think this movie is going to be awesome. They never miss with the Captain America movies. A lot is at stake with this movie because they have to establish Sam Wilson as the new Captain America, meaning they can't afford for this movie to not be good. Kevin Feige is smart enough to recognize that, if I am. Kevin Feige is just, he's so good that, like, when I say something like that, the way I think about it is Kevin Feige is so good at what he does that when he knows a movie is important, he is capable of making that movie amazing because he knows he has to. It's like someone taking a shot, you know, they know they can hit the shot. They're going to take the shot. That's what I'm saying.